I got banned from sending SMS for running too many campaign as a teenager. I lost my entire lead generation course overnight, and I accidentally found a platform that get me 10x reply rate while sending thousands of messages per week without getting blocked. Okay, so back in June 2024, Apple permanently just locked my phone. Like my phone was literally locked 3 or 4 times. And it was due to a violation of the whatever the law they have. It was banned for 2 times. I had to call them up every single time to get them to unlock it, and it would just get banned and banned and banned until it was fully banned. And even if I gave them a call, nothing happened. I can't even text anymore. And I remember that day when I called them, they called the manager to go into um my whole activities, and they said, "Oh, we have detected a fraudulent or a scam activity on your phone, so we'll be permanently limiting your calling from iMessage and your texting from iMessage, and we can't help you with that." And I mean, they were right. I mean, they have the right to be suspicious because I was sending 100 to 200 messages per day doing B2B outreach. It wasn't a scam, but it was a lot for any phone to take. It was just I was just doing prospecting. But of course, on Apple side, they don't know what my thing is, and it's just like the same message over and over again. Of course, they think that that's gonna be a spammer or a scammer. But this create a terrible, terrible problem for my whole system because I was relying everything on this to set. But when it's just stop, nothing works anymore. So I went into like a full panic mode, testing every single alternative I could find. Skype, I was looking for Skype messaging. I remember I was doing Telegram, was doing Reddit outreach, I was doing Instagram DMs. Essentially every platform that has a direct messaging capabilities. And the result was never as good as SMS on your phone or iMessages. I was getting maybe 1 or 2 reply per week, not per day, per week, versus the 1 or 2 reply I would get every 20, 30 minutes. That's different. And honestly, I was just really about to give up and just figure out some like complicated phones. So I was planning to just buy a lot of phones and just use those trap phone to just send out messages once it get banned, just move on. Or I was thinking of getting a an Android so I could have multiple profile, and every single time I would just um create a profile to send out messages, I would just switch to another one, and then until that one's have a cooldown, switch. Um, but I decided to test one more platform that I honestly just overlook because it's not popular in the US. WhatsApp is really isn't popular in the US, and personally, I wasn't expecting much. I really wasn't expecting much. I literally just sent 10 messages with no automation. It's all manual. And out of those 10, I got 5 replies. So it was a 50% reply rate on 10 messages I just sent out. And then I realized maybe I've just found something even better than SMS. And the platform, like I said, was WhatsApp. But before you click away thinking that, oh, everyone knows about WhatsApp, everyone knows about WhatsApp animation, it's completely overrated and stuff like that. Hear me out, right? Because the way that I was using it was completely different than most people that run the WhatsApp automation. Okay, and let me tell you, the results speak for itself. Okay, so here's why WhatsApp beat every other platform, including SMS. The first thing is, it worked exactly like a SMS campaign. You can upload phone number, send personalized message, and scale it. Same thing. Second, and this is the game changer right here. You almost never get permanently block. And sometime you might get temporarily restricted for like 1 or 2 day or like just a week. All you gotta do is just go in there, verify your phone number, boom, you just get unblocked and just keep going. And there is no permanent bans, and there's no you calling support for hours just to get your phone unblocked. And third, I'm getting 10x better reply rate compared to my old SMS campaign. Okay, so what I was doing for WhatsApp is, if you remember my WhatsApp video, I show you all the reply messages and stuff like that. And what I was doing is I'm only sending about 20 or 30 messages per day currently. And the reason for that is 20 to 30 messages per day, what I found. If you spread that out the whole day, like say like you send two or like you send 5 messages uh per hour or something, WhatsApp won't recognize that as an automation because really it is not an automation. You can do that in person and it probably faster. But you can scale that. Once you get the account warm up, you can get up to a higher level. Always start with 20 to 30 until your account get used to it. And then you'll just see the amount of people texting you. Like I still have to say if I have my WhatsApp downloaded on my phone, typically I just switch to a um look, I don't know if you can see this, but I still have people texting me. It was still a long time ago. All these messages. And this the last time I did because this campaign is August. It was last August. And I was getting reply from people sending me messages right after. Still today, I still sometimes get 1 or 2 people texting me from a very, very old WhatsApp account. I stopped using this WhatsApp account because it was my main one. I'm using that to um, talk to people and stuff like that. But my point being, you can still get a lot of messages from WhatsApp, and people will reply to that as if it's just a phone number. It will work even better if you're like outside the US, like England, London, all of that. They were WhatsApp is used more than SMS. So here's exactly how you gonna set this up. Okay, I'll walk you through every single process of it. The first tool that I use is called WA Bulk Sender. It's a WhatsApp automation that is built for this. So and there are a bunch of other ones, but this one has been the most reliable for me. And this is not sponsoring anything, but this is the best one that I use. Second, set up your contact list. You'll need to download their CSV template and plug the phone number from there. So here's the structure you need. So the column A is always phone number, column B, first name, column C, last name, and column D is any custom field that you want to input. So the one I typically input is their industry or their company name. And I can just go, hey, first name, uh, I saw that you were great at company name. Would you like me to give you some more later, something like that? And step three, and this is where most people messed up because your messages need to be personalized but scalable. So it need to be general enough that fit everyone, but personalized enough so that they will respond. So here's my exact template. Hey, first name. This is Quan. Random question. I just want to see if you're open to free up some time, or if I just want to see if you're open to spending more time with your family. Completely out of the blue. Open, would you be open for a partnership? I got a system that get us 20 to 40 business seller in location. Would tomorrow work for you for a call? So notice here's what I'm doing. First thing, using the first name, personalization. Second, mentioning their company name or their location. It showed that I did the research on them. And I always lead with the values 20 to 40 business seller, or would you be open to spending more time with your family? Those are the key to selling. Always demonstrate values first. Low pressure ask. So just you're not giving them to, you're not saying that, oh, you need them to work with us. Just ask them, oh, are you open to a partnership? Pretty easy. Everyone think that a partnership is something that you work together, and once you make money, we make money. That's all a partnership is. That's essentially what you were trying to do here. We're trying to create a partnership between the two of us. And lastly, the call to action. Always give them a specific next step. Can I call you tomorrow? Or would tomorrow work for you for a call? Or can I call you sometime this week? That's kind of a bit vague. Or like, oh, would 5 a.m. tomorrow work for you? Boom. And that's how you get people to reply. Step four, the safety setting. This is critical for you to avoid getting banned. So here's my exact configuration. 50 messages maximum. 50, only 50. You can start with 20 to 30 to ramp it up, but once you're like a week or two in, you can go to 50. And then you can go send a interval, a random interval between 45 to 75 seconds or a minute to 3 minutes, depending on like what's the time zone you're trying to um you're trying to get to here, and only send during business hour. Don't have an automation running at like 5 or 6 a.m. You might get a reply, but WhatsApp gonna think, oh, this is definitely a bot. No one's waking up at 5 or like 2 a.m. to send out messages. And the key here is randomization. WhatsApp algorithm looks for a pattern. So if you keep sending messages like every 30 seconds exactly, or like you look like a bot. But if you send messages that are regular interval between 45 to 75 minutes, you look a lot more human. Okay. Step 5, just upload your CSV, launch your whole thing, and just essentially see um, the result coming in for you. There it is. And just remember, this tool will automatically skip every invalid number. It will skip number that you already sent already. So if you check, oh, this is already sent, skip, this is another sent, I'll skip. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing with this system. From 50 messages sent, I'm averaging about 8 to 12 reply, and that's about 16 to 24% reply rate. From those reply, I'm booking about 2 to 3 qualified call per day. And from those call, I'm typically closing about 1 to 2 per week. So say from a week, I typically have about 10 calls and I close about 1 to 2. Now compare that to my old SMS campaign. I need about 200 messages to get similar result, and I would need to activate my phone every single time that I get banned. So what matters is more than a tool, it's the principle behind it. So when one channel gets shut down, don't try to force it to work, okay? Find path of the least resistant to get you the same outcome. Like, I wasted weeks just to get my phone to get unbanned, for it to get banned the next day after. What I should have done is test alternative and try new things. Okay, so here's a common mistake that you should probably avoid. First, sending too many messages too fast. Start with 20 or 30 per day and then scale to 50. Don't go from 0 to 100 per night at night because you'll trigger the spam filter. Second, generic message. If your message look like a template, you can ignore. Personalize it. User name, their location, industry. The more personalized, the better. And that's how you get a reply. 3, not testing your copies. Send 10 text message with different hooks, different call to action, different values. See which one get the best response and then scale that with the other winners. Step 4, giving up too early. This isn't gonna work overnight. I'm telling you, this is not gonna work overnight because you need to send at least 2 to 300 total messages before you can actually see if it's working. That's pretty much it for this video. Look, if you want to implement this system for yourself, you have everything that you need. I should show you the tool, the template, and everything, the setting, everything like that. It's all shown here. Like I've literally walked you through a step. But if you'd rather to have a more in-depth guide into all of this, where I show you just all of the specific message I say, all the hook that I make, and all of the script that I use. Check out my auto seller system. That will give you more than just WhatsApp. Everything you need to get a client. But other than that, later.